Welcome to this edition of Research Fantasy presents our MLB DFS hitter picks for Wednesday, July 26, 2017. We are headed into the dog days of summer, and as such, be prepared for our PGA and CFL videos to drop immediately after the recording of this video. Without further ado, let's talk some of my favorite hitters in tournaments tonight. Let's start things off with Gerrardo Parra, 9K fantasy draft, 3,300 FanDuel, 4,600 on DraftKings. Look, I know it's much better to play the Rockies when they are in Coors Field. I get it. I'm not new to this. And it seems weird to go after Carlos Martinez, but he's actually been pretty awful as of late. It wouldn't shock me to see him struggle with Parra, who has been producing at a pretty solid clip. Now, there's no real great numbers or metrics other than the eye test to show you that Martinez bad, Parra good. And in situations like this, just as if I was to do a deep analytical breakdown to tell you how Guy A has all the stats to beat Guy B, and proceeds to go 0 for 4 with a golden sombrero, making us all wonder, is this really statistically based in the long run? It is. But since we're not dealing with matchups on a recurring basis and they go day to day, you will have variance. That's why I'm willing to side with Parra tonight. He's playing much better than his opponent is. The favorable conditions, I think, are there in St. Louis. I think we'll see Parra put together a good net game. And the best part about him is he does not need the long ball as part of his arsenal to put up a good game. Can he do it? Absolutely. Most major leaguers can. I'm siding with him tonight, think he's in a good position. Flipping over to the other side of the game, it's hard to ignore someone like Paul DeJong, 6,900 fantasy draft, 2,900 FanDuel, 3,500 DraftKings, taking on Jeff Hoffman. Man, this guy was really impressive to start off the year with the Rockies. Since then, he has been horrible. A lot of that is Coors Field, so he could come out and spin a good game here. But the 358 WOBA, 39% fly ball rate, 34% hard contact against righties is music to my ears when I think about playing Paul DeJong. He's a guy that can definitely go deep. That's kind of what his game has been so far, and I like the spot for him tonight. Easily my favorite option on the slate, Anthony Rizzo, 10K fantasy draft, 4,100 FanDuel, 5,200 DraftKings. Aside from the fact that his season has mostly been a terrible disappointment, he gets a great matchup against James Shields tonight, and his 442 WOBA, 53.3% fly ball rate, 22.5% home run to fly ball ratio, 31% hard contact. And look, this is only his 10th start here, and the results will probably level off some. He is kind of a severe split pitcher this year where his stats against righties are actually turning the corner. That could go away at any time too. But the lefties have definitely been his kryptonite. He's not Superman, so it's probably something like tin or magnesium that would be more appropriate as a kryptonite for James Shields. But nonetheless, Rizzo in a perfect place to disappoint tonight. I'm going to side with the fact that he doesn't. I'm looking at him to come through big. Once again, 3 of our favorite tournament options, Gerardo Parra, Paul DeJong, Anthony Rizzo. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check us out at researchfantasy.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Research and Win. And join us again tomorrow.